What's up guys, welcome to my official checklist and guide for Snuggly the Crow. Quinto here, and we're headed up to see this awesome NPC right now. So you're going to follow my character, and I'm going to touch on a few things as we make our way up. I just want to quickly say, what's funny is I wasn't going to make this video. Make sure you sit in this nest for about 20 seconds by the way, and you'll be taken to the Northern Undead Asylum. But yeah, I wasn't going to make this video just because there's an awesome web link that exists. Shout out to Dark Souls Wiki. They are my main reference in this video. I used to use the text format in making sure that I picked up all my items for trade and made sure that I got everything before I went to my next playthrough. Now Snuggly is an NPC in which you can drop specific items to get specific, more epic items in return. I said to myself, why not make a video version with some examples of where you can find the items that you need to trade with Snuggly. I thought that would be really awesome, so here's my video formatted version. Let's start with the moss clumps. We're gonna go right down the list, so once again shout out to Dark Souls Wiki for simplifying things. I'm gonna leave their site link in the description below. Now, trading all three of these items with Snuggly is gonna net you in Twinkling Titanite. Now, you can get the moss clumps from two places. You can get it from the female undead NPC. She is a merchant who is in the sewer right above Firelink Shrine. Now, to access her, you need to make a right before the Capra Demon Gate, and you can head through the Firelink shortcut. And you can also farm the trees in the forest, and they will randomly drop you any of the three. Just keep in mind that the blooming purple variation is the rarest to get, so you might have to try a little bit for that. Next up, we have the cracked red-eye orb. You can pick up a purging stone for this. I'm going to show you where you can find cracked red-eye orbs as soon as you boot up your game and you're dropped off at Firelink Shrine. You're going to go underneath the elevator and you'll find Petrus' stash. You can pick up some cracked red-eye orbs there. Next up, we have the dung pie. Trading with Snuggly is going to net you in the Demon Titanite, and you can actually, from the new Londo elevator that you would take from Firelink, you can open the gated door with the master key, challenge these guys for the dung pie. So next up is the egg Vermifuge, which through trade we can get the dragon scale. You can pick up one of these in the painted world right at the beginning. If you follow my character across the bridge into this building, we'll find one right up above in the ceiling, and I think this is a convenient method and saves you from having to kill a specific Covenant NPC, which is a alternative to someone who could drop them. Following up with that, we have the Pendant. In return, we get the Souvenir of Reprisal. Now, I just want to say, if you didn't start with the Pendant as your starter gift upon character creation, we need to do and fail Rayo Thorlin's side quest line. So we got to get her to Firelink Shrine, and we need to fail her quest, unfortunately. So make sure you buy any spells you want from her. If you're a faith build, you definitely want Wrath of Gods. Now, I just want to say, don't wipe her out completely. If anything, leave the Divine Blessings so we don't move her from her location, because then we lose our chance at getting that pendant. After that, we need to kill two specific bosses. Ironically enough, I killed my two least favorite to kill, Sif and Priscilla. You can also kill any of the four lords. You're going to go back to the Undead Church, and Petrus assassinates her. She will drop the 7 Humanity and the pendant for you to trade with Snuggly. Going down our list, trading a Prism Stone is going to net us in Demon Titanite. We can also pick that up from the female undead merchant who sells quite a few things on this list, or the Crystal Caves. Continuing on with our list, trading in a standard non-upgraded Pyromancy Flame is going to net us in the red Titanite chunk. Trading in the ascended non-upgraded Pyromancy Flame is going to net us in the red Titanite slab. What do I mean by non-upgraded? That means no merchant upgrades, no +1, no +2. Obviously you'll need to upgrade a hand to +15, then go to Quilana to ascend it, but then you'll leave it as is. This works with all the equipment for Snuggly that you trade in. Make sure it is not sharded or upgraded through the merchant. This is where we receive the flame from the pyromancer, and this is where you can locate him. Move him to Firelink and get your flame.
Thank you. I would have been a supper without you. Been eaten alive. I shudder to think. Thank you. Thank you dearly. I am Laurentius, or the Great Swamp. I will not forget my debt to you.
This next one is totally missable. Rubbish. Now, you get this from the Undead Berg. Trading this in, we get the Titanite chunk. But right next to the fog door, there's a drop down in the Undead Berg. And if you follow my character, you're going to pick up this rubbish right in this area over here. Just something you would never think about, but it's awesome to get that chunk nice and early on. Following that, we have the Ring of the Sun Princess. Now, trading that in is going to get you some Divine Blessings. Teleporting to Anor Londo or defeating Ornstein and Smo, getting the Lord Vessel and going into this room. If we join the Covenant here, we will get the ring that we will trade to Snuggly. This next item's complete hit or miss, trading in a non-upgraded sack headpiece for the Demon's Great Hammer. Now you're going to equip your gold coveted Serpent's Ring, head down to the depths if you missed it on your first playthrough, have your chance at the 2 Butchers for a chance at the headpiece. Next up we have the Skull Lantern. We can pick one of these up from the Tomb of Giants. Trading this gets you the Ring of Fog. From the Tomb of Giants bonfire you're going to head up this ladder and talk to our friend Patches.
What, you again? Well, well, you've been a stranger.
So just a quick note, I got some alternate dialogue because I met him early on in the game in the catacombs before this area. And chances are when you meet him here, he's going to ask you if you're a cleric, and you're going to answer no, because we want him as a merchant for Humanity, Twin Humanities, and I like to call it the Family Mask set over in Firelink Shrine after you beat Nito. He's going to kick you down this edge because he's Australian, but once you get down here, you can pick up the Skull Lantern.
This is what I do, my friend.
Next up, we have the Solar Manus. Now, trading this in the Snuggly will net you in the Dark Magic Intelligence spell Pursuers. Alternatively, you could trade this into the Giant Blacksmith for a Dark Magic Boss Catalyst. Now, to get this soul, you need to beat the last boss of the DLC. Not going to spoil it, just going to leave you with this hint. We're getting close to the end here. Next up we have the Sunlight Maggot and the Sunlight Metal. Trading in the Sunlight Maggot will net us in the Old Witch's Ring. Dropping the Metal for trade will let us pick up the White Titanite chunk. Now you can get both of these from the same area. One is a despawnable enemy who will drop himself in the Sunlight Maggot headpiece. The respawnable maggots will drop you metals. Next up we have our Humanities. Trading in a single will net us in a Ring of Sacrifice. You can pick up 3 Humanities as soon as you start the game at the well next to the Firelink bonfire. Trading in the Twins, that will net us in the Rare Ring of Sacrifice. Now you can get this from Patches after he kicks us down where the Skull Lantern is, making our way back up, and answering no, he's going to tell us to not move about and enjoy the thrills of life. And then he'll give us the Twin Humanities as a sorry gift. So now to move him, make sure you beat Nito, and then he'll become a available merchant. Closing the video out, we have the Xanthous crown. Now dropping this will net us in a awesome pickup, the Ring of Favour and Protection, if you missed out on that or just need a second one. So now you need to get King Jeremiah to spawn. You're going to head to Painted World as a human to this area. And I noticed he's sometimes buggy when he spawns in, so stand right about here. Wait about 10-15 seconds, he'll pop in, you're going to take him out, and then once you take him out, just like other NPCs, obviously we have the few who their armor sets spawn in specific areas. After this point, you need to progress through the rest of the Painted World, go through Priscilla's boss door. Now from here, we're going to run behind Priscilla, and you're going to find the item in this location. And I'm intentionally showing you this because it's not going to show up at first. You need to quit your game and then reload for the armor set to spawn in and become visible. So once you pick up the armor set, obviously we need the headpiece for trade for the Ring of Favour. Make sure you do not upgrade that headpiece whatsoever, otherwise Snuggly will not take it. And that is it for the video. This was an absolute blast to put together, and if it helped you, feel free to leave a like and obviously subscribe because I'll be putting out more Souls content. It feels really good to be posting and uploading this to the channel once again. It's such a nostalgic feeling, and I'm just really happy that I can share it with you guys. So that closes out today. I'll catch you guys next upload. Once again, thank you guys so much for your time. This has been Gia. Have a good night.